Hello.
Hey.
We have a delay start. The file I had corrupted or some shit, so it's rendering right now. We got like 30 seconds. I don't remember exactly where we left off. Somewhere between like 49, 45 minutes. But just waiting on that. Way to go, right? good gravy. Oh, we're more than that over now. Hold on. Where's... What are we at? 28 days now? Holy crap. He went way over. Hey, guys? Oh, good gravy. But yeah, I'm going to try and find a round where we left off, and then we'll be good to go unless this program just crashed on me, and then I'll have to render it again. Let me check. And in the meantime, also, let me just play something so you guys don't hear silence. Oh yeah.
Play him a song.
I was already potting one up.
Without you, I've learned a lesson that I don't mind talking about. And right now I count my blessings that I've had this time to figure it out.
Yep.
As we've gone through all our changes, the ups and downs, the ins and outs, there is one thing I know for certain, that I don't ever want to live without. I don't want to live without you beside
Absolutely
me. I don't want to sleep without you in my mind. I don't want to go through our lives together with the past taking up all our time. Girl, I know I've had some problems, and it's taken me a few. But the thing that won't leave my heart, girl, is I don't want to live without you. Now I had never seen a couple without problems in their lives. Relationships can take some work, girl. Changes happen in due time. And this road that we have traveled has been winding and uphill. The depth of our love has remained the same, girl. And I am certain still, I don't want to live without you beside me. I don't want to sleep without you in my mind. I don't want to go through our lives together.
That's very good.
With the past taking up all our time.
You can tell he wrote it because of shit like that.
Yeah.
With the past taking up all our time. Fucking dummy. Alright guys, I don't know where we left off. I'm gonna pick a spot and we're just gonna go from there. If you've heard part of it last week, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want her doing that. I want her to be able to get out and do
you see the point?
I just don't want her getting sick.
Do you see the point?
I do see the point.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because, like, you're extremely hard on her. Again, she was just talking to people on the internet, and you just lost your fucking mind.
I know. Well, that's my insecurity because of the crap that has happened to me on the internet.
Right, but she's not you.
I know.
Oh. I know it. So why should she have to pay for your sins?
She amazes me all the time.
Yeah. Right, but why should she have to pay for your sins? Is she Jesus?
No, she shouldn't. But
right, but you make her.
It's the things that, like Emma, the bullshit that she's done. I know you don't want to, but that's part of it.
But here's the thing: she's not talking to anyone.
That's where my insecurity comes from. That's where my insecurity comes from, is that bitch.
Okay, that's fantastic, Lauren, and I'm sorry you feel that way, but what does that have to do with her? That's a good question.
It doesn't. It's just my insecurity.
So you screaming at her over someone she's talking to on the internet because you have an issue.
He needs your advice.
How is that fair to her?
That's not fair to her.
Right, so What is it?
Shin wants to know, he's looking for some advice. What would you do if your girlfriend chose a profession you didn't like?
What would I do?
You didn't listen to the emails, did you? Apparently
No.
we're not friends.
What? I was there at the ground floor. I don't care.
Whoa!
I don't care.
Whoa!
I did not listen to them. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Lauren asked Casey that in one of the emails. It was like one of the first 5 emails he said to her. He needed relationship advice from a total stranger.
Fair enough. Good for him.
Wouldn't she be upset about that? And just because you said sorry, you think that fixes it?
No, I don't think it fixes it.
She says that's how you act.
It's a start. Well, it's a start. At least I realize that.
Right, so you don't backpedal at all
Have
and say stuff like, if you had told me that he was such and such.
No, I do backpedal a little bit.
Okay,
I know
so
that.
then it's not a start, because you just go back to where you started, right?
Well, I know, but she
I didn't
backpedals too.
mute just so we could argue.
Well, on what?
That
we
kind of makes
were
me
arguing now.
backpedal something.
What does she backpedal on?
On dump
You
truck.
embarrass me like that in front of
What?
everyone in this
But
chat.
everybody.
On dump
listen
truck.
to the voicemail.
But I lied to her once about dump trucks. She thinks I'm gonna lie to her all the time.
Down the chat.
How is that her backpedaling?
She's going back to the past.
That's not what backpedaling means, Lauren.
I don't know what happened here.
When you go back to the past, that's backpedaling.
No, it's not, Lauren. It's not backpedaling. Lauren, this is backpedaling, okay? You just say you stole some candy from the store, right? And I catch you outside the store, like, you stole that candy, and you're like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't steal that candy. Why would you think I stole that candy? And I go, I have video. I have cameras in there. I can prove that you did it. And you go, yeah, I stole it. I'm sorry, but I'll give you the money. That's backpedaling.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, I was wrong, my bad.
Yeah, it's not about going back to the past, just because the word back is in there.
Lauren knows what backpedaling sounds like, even though he doesn't know what the word means.
What's dump truck?
Never mind.
Why?
We'll just leave it between me and her.
I'm really curious. What I don't understand how she. You
Why
said
do
she
you wanna tell the story?
backpedaled about a
Yeah,
dump
yeah.
truck.
So we'll just leave it between me and her. There's not many things that are just between me and her. We'll just leave it between me and her.
All right.
Anything that
That's
makes
fair
him look
enough.
bad
Yeah, you
needs
know
to be
what?
kept
That's
between
fine. I'll just
him
ask
and
her
Jamie.
later.
Him and her.
Oh, why? Why do you
Lord.
need to know?
I don't know. I'm curious. He's just a
So
curious
you
guy.
think you need to know about it? Why?
I mean, I'll just ask her. If she says what you said, then I will be fine. Because I'll say, okay, neither of them want to talk about it.
She's gonna tell you because she doesn't know that I want to leave it between me and her.
Well, maybe she doesn't want to leave it between you two. It's fine, Lauren. It's not a big deal.
This is the thing, though. Is, so why
He's
does
so embarrassed.
things between me and
He
her
knows
need
the
to be
stories.
talked about between everybody?
Makes
I'll
him
just
look like
okay.
an
You know what,
ass.
Lauren? Don't even worry about it. I'll go talk to Maggie Joe because I'm sure she probably knows the story.
No, I wouldn't doubt it. There's not much that you two don't know about what goes on with me and her.
I don't know about all that, but
That's frustrating
why?
because somebody else's relationship. I don't try to get
Well, when you treat her like you
into
do,
it. And,
are you surprised that she tells other people?
well, it would help if she talked to me more. about
Right, but
this.
she does talk to you and you don't listen.
That's a good point. Well, good job, bud. Cheyenne something donated and said, "Love your guys' content. Keep up the great work." Well, thank you, Cheyenne.
Thank you,
something.
Cheyenne.
It's Cheyenne something. You know who that is?
No. Is
It's
that
Jim Rash.
Jim Rash? Yeah.
Her name was Cheyenne something. Been a long time. Hell yeah. Last Tanker, it's good to see you.
Well,
You just
yeah, I
keep
do
saying
listen.
you're right, and then maybe an hour after that, she says that you go, "Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. You can't be mad at me now."
God, I gotta piss.
Because I was with someone like that, Lauren, and they would refuse to admit what they did, and then after a while they say, yeah, okay, and they just expected me to be cool with it, and it's not how it works.
But I admit when I'm wrong.
Lauren, if you have to, Lauren, if you,
I don't expect to be hammered for forever.
Right, but Lauren, if you admit you're wrong an hour and a half after saying you're not wrong, then that's not you admitting you're wrong. That's just you finally, coming to terms with the reality that everyone else had.
She don't like admitting when she's wrong.
I mean, yeah, if you fight about it for an hour and a half and then like finally relent.
Yeah.
Well, that has to do with me admitting when I'm wrong.
Clean.
Listen, I come clean every time I'm caught 4 times in a row. You just wait till Christmas tree, you'll see.
Well, that has to do with me admitting when I'm wrong, but she don't like admitting when she's wrong.
Okay,
she hates being wrong.
Okay, so me saying that you admitting you're wrong after being grilled for an hour and a half isn't the same as just admitting you're wrong. Is your response to that is she doesn't like me admitting when she's wrong?
Well, I was stuck on that for a minute because I was still thinking about things.
Stuck on
my bad. I didn't hear everything that you said.
Yeah, you weren't listening?
I weren't listening. I was stuck on that one thing for a second.
She says that's what happens.
Well,
can't read them now.
Listen, I'm just trying to help you kids out, I want the best for both of you, and I'm just trying to see how your mind works. I do the same thing to her, so if you think I'm picking on you, I'm sorry. I talk to her in the same way.
To whoever just donated, I can't read it. My mini feed is broken. Can't see.
I read it said priming the tip jar is all I saw on the screen. Well, I don't know.
Thank you so much. Apparently my computer's on its last leg and everything's just falling apart this evening. Shit.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been trying to come up with ideas for her to make money and to do things and cure her boredom. And I
Who said she's
came
bored?
up with this idea. Huh?
Who said she was bored?
She does.
Are you sure she's okay? Fair enough. All right.
Yeah, she told me she's bored.
She said, did she say that when she was talking to you, or that she was bored during the day?
She's bored during the day. She doesn't do anything. She's bored. So
Jesus Christ.
Constantly try to think of things.
Anytime she tries to do something, he gets upset, though.
Do to
Exactly.
pass the time, make some money, and
That was the whole gimmick. That's why Jamie just stopped doing shit. Because every time she did something new, Lauren had an issue with it. Whether it be parking her pussy on Carter's shoulders or just going on the internet, nothing seemed to satisfy Lauren.
He made her that crossword.
Took him all night. Took him all fucking night to make that thing. Hey, good night.
a lot of things. About her knitting, because she told me that she loves knitting.
Hang on one second.
She tried that.
Lauren, hang on 1 second.
All right.
George Glass, that's my new boyfriend. I do remember that. That was a good one. When Anne used to get.
Oh my god. All right, sorry. Maggie Joe's walking by. Lauren, I don't know what to say. She just said that her and Jamie were talking. She told her to dump your ass.
God damn. You read that one?
That sounds like it's one of Will's lines. I think you should read it. Or
Oh, that's not Will's line. That's a
whoever.
GG line.
GG.
Cornhole donated the game Australia. It said, "Why talk my angel like that, dog?" Thank you so much, Cornhole. It's a sexual game, I believe. I really wish my other feed would work, but
Maggie Joe said that.
Yeah.
Of course, Maggie Joe said that. Of course, Maggie Joe said that.
of course.
I'm sorry, bud.
Maggie Joe doesn't want anybody.
Hello? You're cutting
Jamie's
out.
life
Lauren.
unless Maggie Joe. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said Maggie Joe doesn't want anybody in Jamie's life unless Maggie Joe picks who it is.
I don't know about all that.
Well, I do.
She didn't pick me, and I'm here, you know.
And Maggie Joe seems to think that she's going to rule Jamie's life.
Does she?
Yeah. She thinks she's going to rule everything.
Why do you say that?
They can tell by the way she acts.
You can tell. So you don't actually have any proof?
Just the way she acts and the way she talks. She thinks she's right about everything. She thinks everything's got to go her way.
I mean, no offense, Lauren, but that sounds a little bit like you.
Well, at least I give in. Maggie Jo doesn't give in. I even tried to be nice to Maggie Jo, not say bad things and anything like that. She still comes out with fucking badass shit to say.
Like what?
Just shit to down me in front of Jamie and
Did
shit.
you call her a cunt?
I did before, but I didn't do it for quite a long time.
Yeah, but does that mean you didn't do it?
And Maggie Jo still said shit about me when I wasn't even saying anything. When I wasn't even saying anything.
Lawrence Bernfeld, not a lot. Maybe a dozen times, maybe. Not a ton. It wasn't a lot. Oh, also, I was actually able to find him. 1 Minute Man Historical Society said, "This is not Reborn Prime in the tip jar." And then Love donated and said, "Is Reborn shown as P.E.K.K.A. after 100k subs? Or is that just a rumor?"
I spread that rumor.
It is a rumor.
So because you didn't say
Thank
it
you
for
so
a while, then it's expunged from your record?
So, why should I just out and say it?
No, but I'm just saying you're acting like because you didn't say it for a while, then she shouldn't give a shit about you saying that to her. Or about her.
You don't think she should back off me if I'm backed off her?
But you called her a cunt.
Well, she's called me many things.
After you called her a cunt.
No, she's the one that started calling me names first.
Yeah, you are.
Bullshit fucking name calling.
Didn't you call her a bitch like 2 weeks ago?
I probably did when I got pissed off because she wouldn't shut her mouth.
No?
When you walked in and she said when you walked in and she said that he just did that to me, the yelling shit, she was running her mouth before I started running mine. But she didn't tell you that.
Wait, what?
She was running her mouth before I started running mine. That's what got me pissed off. Because she kept running her fucking mouth.
I'm sorry, is this a tit for a tat
I feel
thing?
like you learned that like in kindergarten. Like, just because someone says something doesn't mean you should retaliate back to them.
No. And when you're 50-something years old, you should be acting like a child when you're upset. Last tanker, Lauren doesn't ask about her parents because her parents died when she was young and she doesn't like it being brought up. So anytime her parents were brought up, she would cry and he would get mad.
Was there a reason for that? Just because you didn't want to remember a backstory?
I mean, I would think, if it were me, it'd be much simpler to just not have to remember things. So just kill them off.
No, I finally got sick of not saying anything. And I told Jamie how much she was pissing me off because she kept fucking running her mouth. And Jamie told me to say something.
No comas, just a fire at a farm or something. He was told about it one time by when Jimmy had a voice.
And then he forgot.
And then he forgot, yeah. And then I think one time she brought it up, the robot did. It was about her parents or something, and then she said, and I was in a field and I just said, "Why me?" And then Lauren goes, "Why would you say that?" After she had talked about her parents dying, and then he's like, "Yeah, but why were you in a field saying why me?" And then she's like, "Jesus Christ." He goes, "Jesus Christ is right. Why were you in the field saying why, Jamie?" Like, fucking moron.
Well, yeah, because
And I still didn't say anything for a couple more.
Lauren.
Pissed me off, so I said something.
Lauren, I mean,
What?
and please don't
What?
take this the wrong way, but name calling behind someone's back is kind of cowardly.
Well, I said it to her face too.
Right, but Jamie had to tell you to do that?
Well, I was trying to make things easier for Jamie. I didn't want
okay.
Jamie to have to deal with bullshit like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Blue Boy Appreciator donated, but didn't leave a comment.
Thank you.
But thank you.
I really didn't want Jamie to have to deal with any backlash from me running my mouth to Maggie Joe.
Why would she feel backlash? She would call me names,
Because I'm her fiance.
Yeah, but why would... And Maggie Joe loves her. Why would she be mad at her because of what you said? Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. That's the way people act sometimes. Not all people, but that's the way. And I don't know Maggie Joe, so I didn't want to take a chance of Jamie having any backlash.
Yeah, you think people are petty or something?
Some people.
Right. She let her
They're
live in
not
her
even
house
fiancés
for
at
months
this
right
point in
now.
time,
Like,
are
you
they
know.
not?
They might still be at this
I
point.
could have sworn earlier, because this is, what, 3 weeks in a row we've done this call? I think earlier I thought she said they were not together.
Oh, she might have. I mean, she says that all the time. We're working towards a relationship. They broke up like 15 times. I don't know. It's hard to keep up. Oh, Fool J. To answer that, I mean, you're not missing anything, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You're not.
Oh,
missing
you're not.
anything,
You're not missing anything.
Like
It wasn't.
plot-wise.
There was no like rage towards her, if that's what you're like wanting.
I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just asking like.
I
is
mean,
it
you're
missing
not.
anything?
No. There's nothing.
There's no pertinent information.
Some people.
Right. She let her live in her house for months right now.
Got
Like, you
yourself
know.
there.
And she's gonna kick her out because you say some bad word.
That's what I was afraid of. I didn't want that happening.
Doesn't even add up, dude.
I didn't want that happening.
No.
That's why I tried keeping my mouth shut.
I mean, Jamie told me you called her a cunt before you even knew her, like in the hospital.
No, I didn't. I don't ever remember calling her a cunt before I ever even knew her.
He always,
I never knew much
he always says it like that.
I never.
He really wants to get that C out. The Kent. The Kent. Someone's going crazy over there. I'll be right back.
I never knew much about her.
She said that you guys were arguing about country songs in Maine, and then you said that Maggie Joe was a cunt.
I don't know. Going quite a ways back there, I don't remember it.
Right, but I'm just saying that seems like, you know, no offense, but your MO. So
Forgetful? Yeah.
yeah,
I
well
know.
that too. But I just mean like lashing out when you're mad.
Kent.
Back then I wasn't. I was.
Right, so then it's not out of the realm of possibility that you did do that, right?
No, it's not out of the realm of possibility. That's why I'm not arguing about it much.
Oh, okay.
I'll bold it.
But I try not to do that anymore.
It is weird, Dan Jones.
Right. I mean, I'll try and talk to her tonight if you want.
Oh no.
I'll tell her that
I
it's
know
just
I'm
a big
trying.
misunderstanding.
That's too
But,
close.
this is the thing though, is that
We'll talk to her.
she's
that's
got
too
Oh.
she's got you and Maggie Joe so involved in our relationship that Maggie Joe is trying to tell him, constantly trying to tell her to dump me.
I mean, how is it so involved when this is the first time I've offered? Like, this is the first time in weeks that we've done this, Lauren. How am I so involved?
Nizoki says, did you guys ever do a live stream for the Chef Recall? That's the best call in Lauren's cinematic universe. I like LCU. It's good. Thank you both for all the entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you. We did stream about that one, I think.
Huh?
Sure.
I did.
I weren't there.
I was STD.
Oh,
Yeah. That was Sing the Dance show when I
well, I don't remember.
first started doing those. And it's gone now because YouTube took my channel down, so. Maybe we'll watch it again.
Well, it's not so much you now. It's Maggie Joe.
So Maggie Joe
She
giving a
tells me-
recommendation to a friend that she's upset about because she doesn't like the way she's being treated. That's her being too
But
involved.
She constantly tells Maggie Joe everything.
Yeah, so what? That's what
She
she
has,
does.
she has
That's her best
constantly
friend.
done that, even after I've asked her not to do that.
That's her best friend. She
I
wants
mean-
to confide in someone.
Yeah, well, what is it to confide in someone about me owing my mom money?
I don't know. Maybe she's
What-
worried about you financially.
What right? Yeah, well, what right does Maggie Joe have to know about that?
Maybe she doesn't, but that was Jamie's decision, not Maggie Joe's.
Yeah, but I had asked Jamie not to
Right, again, so how's
Tell
that Maggie
anyone.
Joe?
Maggie Jo trying to come back at me with something like that.
Right, but that's not Maggie Jo's fault for knowing that information. It's Jamie's.
And it's not Maggie Jo that should be saying anything about it. It's none of her business. But Maggie Jo tries to find everything that she can. Maggie Jo tries to find every bad thing that she can to say about me.
Right, but Jamie made it her business. That's the thing.
But
Maggie Jo only knows what she gets told to by Jamie, though.
Right.
She doesn't have to go looking for things.
Well, she did around this point in time. Maggie Jo looked him up because Lauren told her to.
Okay.
Or like was like, "Oh, go ahead and do it." So then, obviously, Jamie finds out about Betty, and I'll fix that in a minute. But you know, all the shit she didn't know about before because MJ went and looked it up.
Oh, okay.
So, Platter says he really zeroes in on one person at any given time. He really does. He just laser focuses on the current threat, not realizing another one's around the corner as soon as the other one's gone. But you know, that's Lauren for you, I guess. Just he's hyper fixated on the two people, me and you. Ramona's nighttime briefs donated and said Lauren sounds like a 6-year-old trying to explain his actions. And definitely.
I'm saying it does sound like that. Like he's a fucking little kid.
And then what I did. And then Love donated and said, I cannot thank you both enough for all the hard work. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
But it's still not her business just because Jamie told her about it.
Right, I just know
Still not for Maggie Jo to say anything to me about it.
Right, I know. I just know that Maggie Jo is very, she loves a true Southern gentleman. She can't stand men that don't respect their mothers, you know?
Yeah, well, because I owe my mom money that I don't respect her.
Well, I don't know about all that, Lauren. That's not
You
my
owed your
place.
mom money for like 4 years.
Listen, Will, I've only owed my mother $10,000 for 2 years, okay?
I respect my mom a lot.
Oh, okay. I've heard differently.
And I do. Of course. I do things for my mom all the time.
Right.
Nobody else in the family does.
No one in your family helps your mother.
No, none of my siblings. Hardly. I mean, very little.
Okay.
I'm the only one that does things for her.
Oh, okay. I thought your sister was living there.
No, she only stayed there for a day.
Oh, for a day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She'll go over and help mom every now and then, but that's not very often.
But you just said
He
He
was
doesn't
living
go to his mom's house unless it's to get something from her. He's not going over there just to help her out.
What are you talking about? Don't you remember that time Lauren was like, when you get one trash out of your trash bucket? Yeah, he only goes over there when he wants something.
Like when he went over there at 2 o'clock in the morning to steal the car to go to the airport.
Well,
If you
that's
loved your
important.
mom, you wouldn't do that.
That's more important than mom at that point in time. That was being real. Takes top priority.
I said, not all the time. Not like I do. I'm doing things for her all the time. My brother Richard, he lives down southern Maine, so he can't travel up here to do anything, but he helps with money.
Well, so then he is helping.
Remember when he... I don't know if his mom dropped him off at class and picked him up, but then she took him to get a milkshake afterwards.
Yeah, he went to go do his lie detector test, and mommy took him to Burger King afterwards.
Because he passed.
And he got a Sprite and a milkshake.
He got rewarded like a kid at the dentist.
He got a drink and a milkshake with his meal.
We got no cavities, Lauren.
Right. Good job, Lauren. You didn't fill your lie detector. Let's get ice cream, bud. You fucking idiot. What a dumbass. Mom got me a milkshake. He really is a kid. Hello.
Even like just to make your mom pay for it too. Like she already picked you up. You can get her lunch for doing that.
She drove your ass, and you're more than capable of doing so yourself. You're a grown man. And he's like, thanks for taking me out, Mom. Can you buy me lunch?
Richard does.
Right, but you just said you're the only one.
So Richard and
Paul
his
lives
sister
down the
both
road.
do.
Doesn't help mom at all.
The only one.
Okay.
Roy lived with Mom for a long time. He didn't help her at all. Dirtied her fucking bathtub like a goddamn pig.
How many times did that happen?
Never cleaned. He never cleaned the fucking thing out.
Mike, he did not put gas in his mother's car for it. I guarantee he just left that bitch on empty. He was like, yo, Mom, call me when you fill it up.
How many times did that happen?
Never cleaned. He never cleaned the fucking thing out. I was fucking pissed. I saw a bunch of fucking dirt in the bathtub.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, you fucking kidding me?
What the fuck?
I'm sure he did.
I mean, he's a hard worker, and he does get dirty at work, but still, it's Mom's fucking bathtub. Clean the goddamn thing out. You goddamn pig.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was quite pissed off about that.
Yeah, I'm pissed just hearing about it.
And Ralph, he lives in fucking Guilford, which is, probably about 25 miles from Mom.
Okay.
But he never offers to come up. Offers to come up and help her.
Help her with what exactly? I'm just curious.
With anything that she needs help with.
Yeah, but like what? What would she need help with?
Allison Marie Armstrong, the robot died 2022. I don't remember when the robot died. It was like early 2022, I want to say.
Yes.
If not late 2021.
No, because the emails with Casey when that first started was October of 2021.
Yeah, that's when they started.
Yeah, but Jamie didn't die till way later than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it would have been either end of 2021 or start of 2022. Right?
I don't think it was that soon.
Wait, when did Casey talk to him?
Well, the email started in October of 2021.
Yeah, because
I can't remember how
I don't
soon
think the
after
robot
that they
and
started talking.
Jamie coexisted for more than 6 months. It wasn't that long. Well, I mean, technically polynomial, I guess, that Jamie died. I got shut down, blue screened, hard drive crashed, some shit. Your guy's voice in the back. You're a cat in the background, maybe.
Anything. Cleaning the house or even to spend time with her.
I want to check, because I'm wondering.
Even to just go up there for the day and spend time with her for the day. He doesn't do it.
No.
Okay.
It's fucking bullshit.
Will sounds really interested.
They're also goddamn self-centered. It's pathetic.
Right, it's not like they have families and jobs and stuff, right?
Oh, they do, but they also have a mother.
Right.
Well, okay, they have jobs. He has
no
no job.
Families, right?
Yeah.
Well, put it this way. On her 80th birthday,
Of 22.
they got invited to Mom's birthday party.
Okay.
There was only 4 of us that showed up. Ralph and Roy didn't show up because Roy was drunk, and Ralph was
Who gives a shit?
doing his own thing.
Who cares who's at your mom's
Like
birthday
doing
party? No one. March was when the robot stopped talking to Lauren. Lauren sent his last photograph then. So. There you go.
What did it say?
He sent a photo of his truck that he got from work that he doesn't work there anymore, but nothing exciting.
All right, the game is over. So
I don't know.
Did you stay at the party, Lauren?
Whatever. Huh?
How long did you stay? How long was your mom's party?
It was hour and a half. Probably about an hour and a half. Hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Jamie was on the phone with me.
Oh, I
For
didn't ask her. So only you showed up?
No, there was 4 of us showed up. Me, Paul, Richard, and Lori.
I'm so confused.
Okay, so some of you showed up.
So,
Is he
Yeah,
trying to
well,
make
you're
it
watching
sound
the
like
game.
he's the better son here? What do you say?
I said, "Fuck, you're watching the game."
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. He's saying that his mom is pissed because his brothers didn't reach it, and Roy did not show up for his mom's birthday to take a photo with the family because mom really wanted the fucking photo.
He wouldn't send that photo. I think I remember that. We were trying
Yeah,
to get that. You were trying to get that family picture.
Robot was asking for that picture hard, and he just kept going, "God damn it, Jamie, you're not getting the fucking photo. I just want to see." And I think it's because this is made up.
Probably is.
Like, he just needs a reason to bitch about his siblings. They didn't show up for the picture for mom. Mom's all pissed. She's 80 years old and her 2 sons didn't make it into the photo. Shut up. Who cares?
Yeah, 4 of us. It would have been our 80th birthday party. It would have been nice if all 6 of us would have been there to take a picture with Mom.
So 4 of the 6
she'd
you
have
showed
it.
up.
Yeah. One was too drunk and one was too involved in himself.
One was too involved in himself. That's the one that doesn't like Lauren at all, right?
That's the one that pretends to hate Lauren for his in-laws to
Right.
show off.
Quote unquote pretends to hate Lauren.
Yeah. Yes, that birthday party happened. Ruthie, I think is who asked that. I can't remember. Someone just asked it.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't Ruthie. It was somebody. Somebody else said it was this. So probably more. Anyways, whoever asked that. Loma's name caller. What it was. Yes, but Lauren makes it seem like this was some grand celebration of life for his mother, when in reality he was there maybe 40 minutes.
Right.
Maybe.
Well, remember Mother's Day, he left after like 10 minutes.
Yeah, like in this one, he's cackling, I think, if I'm remembering right. He just cackles a bunch, talks to somebody, and laughs at everything that's said, and then everyone just starts leaving.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
I remember it
bye,
being a very
everybody.
short birthday party.
It's very short. I just don't remember when it was. Marshall, yes. He's obnoxious like that every time I have heard him interact with anyone outside of phone people.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, there's more to it than that that make it sound worse, but I'm not bothered
What do you mean
saying
making
telling
it sound
everything.
worse?
Sorry, I missed this one. I Like Pizza says, I've been watching you guys for months and I appreciate all the work you guys do. The videos have gotten me through some dark times. Cheers. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're enjoying the staff. Thank you for being here. Kim S. donated. You already know.
Sure, Kim S. says, I imagine Lauren holding a sign in the photo that says, my fiance Jamie is on the phone. Also love you guys. Thanks forever entertaining us. You're welcome. That's a funny comment.
Oh, thank you. Did his mom have her hair on sweet for her birthday? Her hair was on sweet, in fact.
There's more to it that makes it sound even worse.
Yeah, what is it though?
Well, I'm not gonna bother saying anything.
Why?
It's just because it's just too weird. I don't need to tell everything about my family.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'd love to hear it, just as, because it sounds pretty awful so far. If it got worse, I mean, jeez.
No family is perfect, but
Yeah, oh, I know that, trust me.
some members of my family are pretty fucking pathetic.
Oh, yeah?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh, okay, then I
Okay,
guess it
Lord.
wasn't as bad as you said.
Actually, all kinds of things.
I
but
hate this shit though, how he always tries to act like he's better than anybody.
Right, I like this, though. I like the fishing. I like when he goes, you won't even believe what happened to me and my family. Okay, what happened? Nothing. Shut up, Lauren. Lauren, tell us, oh my god, please, I need to know what happened with you and your family. Did they not give you mac and cheese?
Well, the thing is, I really do need to know.
I actually want to know, to be honest. If I can be real. Real. Donation from Reborn Enjoyer. They said, God bless the guy from the comment section who lives with his foreigner attending college, I think is what that's supposed to say.
Who lives with a foreigner attending college.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just illiterate, I guess. And explaining to him it as, I'm watching the Angry Man and the Robot show I like. That is a nice way of putting it. The Angry Man and the Robot.
It does sound like a sitcom.
Sundays at 6:30. New Tane also donated and said, Gwen catered her own party. I'm sure Lauren took a bunch of leftovers
Oh,
home
you
with
fucking know he did.
him. Oh, yeah. I was re-listening to...
Thanksgiving, right?
Was it Thanksgiving or was it Christmas?
No, I think it was
It
Christmas.
was Christmas. This motherfucker bitches about food and, like, getting stuff in the right Tupperware,
He
and
needs it, like, evenly divided between everyone or he gets upset.
he bitches at his mother from when he's at her house to when she again takes baby home and drops him off.
Yes, she did take him home that day too.
The entire time he's bitching about a goddamn ham bone.
Yeah.
Just because, well, now the...
Dogs
No,
can't
you know
get
what? It's fine. I'll let Sadie chew on a little bit. And then I'll give it to Roscoe.
But Roy wanted it to make pea soup.
Pea soup, yes. And it's fucking bullshit, because Roy never has fucking pea soup. But yes, the dogs couldn't have their own bones, and Lauren, Jamie points out to him at some point that he could go out and buy a second fucking bone, and so the dogs could have one each, and he instead decides to bitch his mother out.
Yeah, Dan Jones. He had to be picked up and driven home for Thanksgiving because his truck didn't work.
Probably something about his stupid what a deal truck he got for all that crap. Pea soup.
It's just pathetic.
It's pathetic. Okay.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you said, I don't know, Lauren. You're just saying like her birthday was worse than it was. I'm trying to gauge how, and you're just saying nothing. So.
No, her birthday was good. Was good.
Oh, I
She
thought
had
it
a
was
good
bad.
birthday party. No, it was a good birthday party. It's just it sucks that Ralph wasn't there and Roy wasn't there.
Right.
Roy
Who
was
cares?
too much into alcohol.
Oh, jeez.
And Ralph was too.
I have a question real quick before we proceed here. I have a question.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's mainly for everyone, but I'd like to hear your response. So Lauren's saying that it's so fucked up that Ralph and Richard didn't show up for this one birthday party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone saying that when Lauren was locked in prison the
Right.
first or second time? Was anyone like, damn it, Lauren's not here for the birthday party. Why isn't he here for the photo?
No.
No one was saying that. They were happy for the break.
Yeah, they don't like Lauren at all. I don't think any of them do.
No. Why would you?
And
Oh, jeez.
another thing during this Christmas call, or he's talking shit the entire time too. Like
He's
during
talking.
it.
He's talking shit about Roy. He's talking about like sleeping on benches, and him being homeless, yada yada yada.
But if anyone tries that shit on Lauren, he turns into baby boy.
That's pretty much what the call turns into. Is Jamie's like, why? What happens when your family members say you're in prison and ha ha ha, and how do you like going to jail twice, dummy? And he's like, well, they wouldn't do that because they know it hurts me.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference, you jackass? Was that the same Christmas that then developed into the ham incident the next day? No, the ham incident is a different Christmas. That is when
There's a lot of ham incidents.
Roy like eats his ham or something and then pukes in a bucket with it and then passes out on the floor. And Lauren comes in and sees like ice cubes are melted on the floor or some shit. And I'm maybe mixing calls at this point, but you know what I'm trying to say. Can't afford ham or anything like that.
This family just loves ham.
Yeah, the ham sauger. That's a different Christmas. That's a Winnie Christmas or Debbie Christmas or something. But funny enough, 2 Christmases, 2 ham incidences.
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. The ratio on that. Harry Panther donated and said, "Is there any way to generate a new Dan?" I don't think we could.
In the game?
In the game,
I don't
no.
think so.
In my software, yes, of course.
Oh, jeez.
Ralph was too involved with himself.
What was he doing?
I don't know.
Oh.
Then what do you mean? You don't know what he was doing, but he was too involved with himself?
And I know he was
Yeah.
already invited to it.
Yeah. It means
Is he the one that has kids?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think those are the nieces. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Dan is the man. Now Tane I can get into.
And I know he was already invited to it.
Yeah.
So you think he would have made any plans that he had? He would have made around that. But
When was the invite? When did the invites go out? Maybe it was too short a notice.
it was he'd get invited like a few days before.
A few days before? What if he couldn't get time
Yeah.
off work or something?
He weren't working.
Oh.
Donation from Hank from Chaplin's Chili.
Okay.
Try our 3 bean 3 alarm soup. We're the nicest community.
Are we the nicest?
Are we the nicest?
He's asking a question.
Are we the nicest community of mean people or the meanest community of nice people?
I feel like I can be pretty mean. I think I'm a nice person.
I am.
I don't know.
I don't know. Can it be like somewhere in the middle where people are doing anything? Thank you so much, everybody.
So any other plans that he had, he could have put them around now.
You what?
So any plans that he did have, or whatever he did do, he could have rescheduled them around Mom's 80th birthday
well, George
party.
Glass, yeah.
What if he couldn't, though?
Work would be the only reason that he couldn't, or if somebody in his family was hurt or something.
Listen, I'll say this for the state of the community. I love being a good person, so I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it in the words Florida Armstrong. Love being a good person. What if his family had plans and they were scheduled weeks beforehand?
But they didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking. See, apparently they didn't.
No, they didn't.
I wasn't seriously asking. Just a Tane reference.
It's just
It went over my head.
But it was a good party. Tane I can get into.
It was a good party. It just sucks that all 6 of us weren't there to take a picture for Mom.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up about this
A picture? A picture?
Yeah, 4 of us were there, and we took a picture for Mom, together with Mom.
So wait, did they take a picture with Mom?
They did, and did you know this part? Ralph and Richard didn't show up for the goddamn photo. What in the hell?
It would have been better if all 6 of us were there.
Oh,
That
just shows you how much
picture
they
of all
hate
6 of
Lauren.
us.
They're willing to ditch their mother's 80th birthday because they hate Lauren that much.
I'm gonna bail. I'm not gonna be able to make it. Sorry. I wouldn't show up if he was there. I'm gonna be honest with you. If it was like if it was my family and he was showing up, I'd be like, no, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying. He's lucky that anyone in his family talks to him. If my brother was a sex offender, I would disown the man.
You know, I'm not talking to you. Why weren't you there for Mom taking a picture?
It would have been the first time that all 6 of us would have been together in God knows how many years.
Okay, so then this
That would
isn't a
have been
normal
great. Would have
occurrence
been great for
anyways.
Mom.
That's a good point, Will.
What's that?
I said, so this isn't a normal occurrence anyways then, right?
No.
Okay. He's complaining about something that doesn't happen already.
Right.
My God.
It would have been great for Mom to have that picture of her and all 6 of us kids.
Why don't you just like...
You're an
put
adult
their
man. You're an
Us
adult
kids.
man.
Us kids was on the picture or something.
Because you can't.
It's so weird hearing
They don't
him
know how
say
to do
that.
that.
I never get used to it, just being referred to like us kids.
Those kids.
It's like, you're all in your 60s.
And the thing that pisses me off about that, like that kind of thing, is when he does they should have known not to take care of to take advantage of the younger brother. Well, how old were you?
I was 45.
I was 34. You weren't. Doesn't matter if you're the oldest or youngest at that point. You're a fucking
You're a
grown-ass
grown
man. Yeah. Stop saying fucking youngest brother or youngest sibling. Shut the fuck up. Shut up about the picture.
It wouldn't have been the same 'cause- wouldn't have been the same because they weren't there. It wouldn't have been the same because they weren't there.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like Richard lives down in Southern Maine, but he still made it up here for Mom's birthday party. And he got the invitation the same time Ralph did.
Right. This is exhausting.
So it was just
I mean, I just,
sad
he's
'cause
not
Ralph's so
adding any new
self-centered.
details. I feel like he's just repeating the same thing.
He's repeated the same thing over and over again. It's Mom's 80th birthday. Richard and Roy didn't show up. It would have been great to have that photo. Yada yada yada. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That sucks. It probably is the rest of the call, to be honest with
Fucking
you.
hope not.
Come on, Will. Let's get a good joke in.
I love Jamie Wright to death, Will.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know I don't do everything right.
That means he
Right.
loves you. How do you feel about that?
I know I don't do
Things that I
everything
get that I'm not used to.
right. I'm just saying, Lauren, and it's no offense to you, of course, but like it's been a consistent thing since this all started between you two, like the accusations and
the implication that she's cheating on you with someone, and I could see how that could wear on her after a while and maybe change her feelings about things.
I know that's
See?
all crap that happened from the past, and it's
Yeah, it was just the financial situation, not the brotherly love stuff.
Yeah, not
she's
the
got me to change
mouth kisses.
a lot of that.
But she hasn't, obviously, because you just said a week ago was because of the past.
Well, it's because of the fucking internet. God.
Right, I understand. No, I understand where you're coming from, but you can't say that you got past it if you did it just a week ago. You're pissed.
Yeah, I'm sure she hasn't told you about this yet,
Okay.
but this is the thing with the internet. It's fucking. This is what they did. All the fucking recordings that they did.
Okay.
Well, they'd edit shit and anything to put fucking something about me on the internet.
What do you mean?
Emma just put some fucking thing about me on the internet.
What?
Having phone sex. Emma
it's
just
not
put some.
edited.
Maybe a little bit.
Her stuff. I mean, you got to cut out like the times where he hangs up and you're talking to each other.
No,
but I mean, the call itself.
No. What he's saying is that they're editing his voice together to make it sound like he's doing things, not like he thinks that the shit that was recorded didn't happen and that they spliced it together to make it sound like he said all these crazy things.
Oh, but did that happen?
No, that part didn't happen. No, but like the call that he's about to talk about, I know that you can only hear his side of the conversation. So clearly there was something.
Yeah.
Something happened there.
Shin, he thinks Raptor Bacon is Xavier.
Having phone sex. Emma just put something about me on the internet.
Okay.
You know, he just goes
My,
and checks
my probation
periodically.
officer told me about this.
Oh yeah, he was.
Just loses his mind on Raptor's channel still there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My probation officer told me about this.
What is it?
About me having phone sex and saying Kayla.
You did that?
No, I didn't. I never had phone sex with anyone with Kayla.
Were you like role playing with my ex-wife?
But
See, Will knows the answer.
I was gonna say because we know this.
Will knows the answer.
no,
You sure?
I'm sure.
You're lying. 1,000% positive you've never done that.
I'm 1,000% sure.
So you're telling me without a shadow of a doubt?
But like, how would they make him say like? How could he explain that certain things were said in his voice?
Well, because see, here's the thing. It's like I'm sure there was a conversation Lauren had with someone where he said, "I didn't want to go see that 16-year-old girl," and you clip that, even though it was 13 or whatever the fuck it was. Take that clip, and then you put a time where he's having phone sex where he didn't say that 16 part, and then you put the 16 in there.
I mean, what about when he said like your 13-year-old P word?
That's the same thing. I didn't want to go. I didn't know she was 13. Oh well, see, they took the 13 and they put it in. You know. What I mean? That's how his mind works. Legitimately, like that's what he thinks. When probation hears something, they're like, "What is this?" He goes, "Well, that's not real."
Even it's like the same tone throughout the whole call.
No, that's not what we talked about. It's similar to how like he said that his chat log has all these times where he said no to her and told her he wasn't gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like,
And I mean, he knows the real answer, right? Or did he forget? You think?
he probably forgot on this one. I'm gonna be honest.
You
with you.
think?
I mean, I don't. He doesn't remember a lot. I'll be honest. Like he can't remember 2 seconds ago in a conversation. He'll let that go instantly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I don't think he remembers that one. I could be wrong, but I just have this weird feeling that he may have like forgot that occurrence happened. That this is edited together to make you look bad.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I've had phone sex with Winnie. I have done that.
Can you not?
But
Can you
I've
just
never-
say my ex-wife?
I've-
Can you just say my ex-wife?
Yeah,
Thank you.
yes I can. But I've never said Kayla.
So you were having phone sex with my ex-wife, but you never ever once said Kayla.
Right. And I wouldn't because of this thing.
I would never
That's
do that.
why.
I would never do, because in his mind he thinks I would never do that.
Wouldn't do it because of this thing. I mean, you shouldn't do it regardless of this thing.
I wouldn't do it because of this thing, but also, I did do it.
Who's in the background for Reborn?
It's the cat playing with a ball.
Okay. Right, so you would never do that because of what happened.
I won't
to
even.
you. It would be silly.
I won't
for you
even
to say
date
that.
any.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I won't even date anyone named Kayla because of this.
Yeah, the
What if,
fuck
it was,
right.
what if Jamie's real name was Kayla?
The next catfish needs to be named Kayla. Fuck off, dude.
Yeah, I won't even date anyone with that name because of this thing. You know what, though? He does have that kind of mentality because...
I mean, so he
There's
wouldn't
a-
date someone named Kayla, but he'll date the girl who played Kayla.
Yeah, because her name isn't Kayla.
I feel like that's worse, though.
It is, but he's an idiot. It's like when Ramona was talking to him about Nikki. Someone named Nikki, and Lauren asked how it was spelled. Her like, she should change her name. Why would she have to change her name, Lauren? Because that fucking bitch. And then he's like, CKY. It's just, it's that weird thing, man. Like, he's stupid.
Yeah.
He legitimately thinks people should, like, change their names. Maybe not legitimately, but, like, that's how it, I don't know.
No,
He's a
if her
degenerate.
real name was Kayla, then
It's not. I'm just saying.
No,
What if
so
what if
that's
she
why
was
he
like,
won't
my
fuck
real name
someone
is
named
my
Kayla.
birth name is Kayla.
but if I would have known that from the beginning, I never would have dated her.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
okay. I didn't know. I just was curious. Lauren, I gotta ask you something.
I think
Just we'll go back to you in a second.
That's just so ridiculous.
That you won't date anyone named Kayla?
No, he wouldn't have dated Jamie from the beginning if her name was Kayla. I mean, he knew she was a porn star.
Well, that's a lie.
I know, but just the fact that he says it and
Oh,
thinks
I know.
that you're gonna believe it,
Oh, yeah,
or
no.
will believe it,
Yeah, well, Will sometimes does just to get Lauren.
or anyone would believe
Going.
it.
I just want to
Go ahead.
ask for respect for me as not only your friend but your best man. When you're
Yep.
even when you're talking to Jamie, could you just say like Will's ex-wife? Just please don't say her name anymore. I just don't want to hear it.
okay.
Will
I
just
can
wants
do
to hurt
that.
himself.
Okay,
Will wants to hurt him to stop. Definitely. No, just because like every time he would get pissy like this, he'd always bring those two up when he
Yeah.
came on. And it's like, just shut up about him already. I don't give a shit. Story-wise, Will and Winnie ended. Winnie asked for a divorce. She was still in love with Lauren. And then apparently she was charged with murder or something and went to jail and then wasn't really heard from since.
So she's like, storyline wise, she's currently in prison.
Apparently, yeah. And then Will got amnesia like around the same time, so Will doesn't think she's in jail, but also thinks she's dating Lauren. I mean, that obviously faded that part, but he just never wanted to talk about her. Oh.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, I appreciate that, bud.
I'm hoping I don't slip.
Yeah, if you slip,
Try
that's
not
fine.
to-
But
I'll
like,
try
just
not to
try to make a
slip.
conscious effort to do that, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
You know, because she's
I'll try very hard not to slip.
yeah.
I
I
understand.
don't want to hear her name. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I understand completely.
Yeah, and you know when she hears her name, she knows it upsets me, and then she doesn't like it either now. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand completely. I really do.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Anyways, what were you saying?
Baby Will? Are you talking about Jamie's baby, or are you talking about
LJ.
LJ? Or are you talking about little LJ? Rotor's baby.
I don't remember.
You were talking about the Kayla thing. You wouldn't date anyone even named Kayla.
But yeah, no. If Jamie's name would have been Kayla, I never would have dated her.
Okay, we
Right,
gotta
but
test
if
this
like just say
theory.
you found out now, would you
I
break up
guarantee
with her?
you he would date a woman named Kayla.
He would in a heartbeat. Of course he would. He's full of shit. There are things that really trigger him, though. Will and Winnie's baby. Will and Winnie didn't have a baby. Will and Winnie had Rhoda's baby. Named Lawrence of Arabia. He got put in foster care, I think. Something like that. was when he chose drugs. Will Cashew is a raccoon. Will shaved his head to be more like Lauren. I do remember that he had the Dr. Phil haircut, is what when he called it.
Would I break up with her? No, because I'm in love with her for one thing.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I just want to see how deep that goes.
Another thing is I know she's of age, so.
Well, yeah, I know that. I don't understand why her age would have to do with anything, Lauren.
Just because it takes my mind to that sting.
Wait, is there something on the recording about age?
That takes him to the sting, but dating Casey Morrow does not take him back to the sting?
No, that's completely different. It's his dream girl. Outside of, outside of,
God, that's just so stupid.
Sandra D. fucking Livy Newton-John, that's who. That's his real dream girl. Gilmore also had to be told his, had to be folded in half to mimic Cashew. I believe that was said one time, and it hurt, Lauren. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, his logic here is just stupid. He's just trying to, I think he's just trying to act like the sting is so far behind him. He doesn't want to even deal with a woman named Kayla.
No, because Kayla was the one that played the decoy.
No, I understand that, but you're saying that this thing was edited in a way to make you look bad. Did she add like an age in there or something?
No.
That was her given name.
She edited me saying Kayla.
Have you heard this?
Only what Jamie played over the phone for
Jamie.
me.
She played it for you? What an
I
asshole.
thought he said Probation played it for him.
He did. He did say Probation found out about it, but they probably played it for him, and he just said when he heard it. I know, because Jamie didn't.
Well, I didn't care that she played it for me. I hadn't heard it. I didn't even know what the probation officer was talking about.
Right.
So
did your
she told
probation
me,
officer say that she thought this happened recently?
No. She asked me if it had happened, and I said no. She said even way back in the past, I said no, it's never happened. I've never done that.
I need to rehear it, I think.
Rehear what?
This
So the
call
whole
where
thing
he's
is
doing,
fake?
like role-playing.
Or she used like
With,
sorry, my ex-wife and
Yeah.
you were having phone sex or something?
Yeah,
And she used that.
she used that. Somehow she edited Kayla's name in there. Me saying Kayla's name.
When have you ever said her name?
That's a good question.
Oh, in conversation.
See,
Doesn't he say,
this is what I was
like-
talking about. This is, I told you, this is his thought process.
Stupid.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I don't remember.
It's about him,
Oh, in conversation.
them chopping up the call.
Probably.
He never said Kayla.
Did you say it all
Yeah, so
sexual?
like he says it in, he says Kayla in like a.
You can. It's a crazy what you can do with editing now. You can pitch it up or something.
No.
Is that how the recording sounds? This fake thing?
I don't remember now. I didn't hear it that well.
Do you want me to look it up?
You can if you want to, but I don't want to hear it.
Okay, well, I'll do
I
my
don't
own
hear it,
research
yeah.
then.
That's what I said, AJ.
I mean, Jamie can
Like
show you
he
where
wants
it
you to
is.
believe that he chopped
okay.
up all those words.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it's obviously it was a setup. It's all fake. It's all a show.
Damn. The lengths people will go to just destroy this innocent man's life.
There's no way that man said that out loud and it was just played. They clearly went in. They doctored a audio of him saying it. Right. It's the only logical conclusion.
and somehow got it all to sound like it was one cohesive sentence, same tone.
It's like, yeah. How did they get all those words to sound the same? Who knows?
Be right back, drink of water.
It's fucking sad because
I don't even know if that's
I still got to talk to my probation officer about it again. She wants to talk to me about it.
When?
And I'm like, whenever she picks the time to talk about it.
Did she
Maybe
say?
she'll never talk to me about it. I don't know.
Did she say why?
She said she wanted to talk to me about it.
Oh, there's no details given. She just said, "Let's talk about it."
Yeah.
I wonder what she wants to talk
I'm not-
about.
I don't know.
What would you guess is her reasoning?
If it was real or not, if I had actually done it.
But she already asked you that.
Say, yeah. But she still wants to talk to me about it. I was like, what can I say? Can't tell her no, I'm not going to talk about it. It's my probation officer, so I kind of have to talk to her about it.
So is she going to, like, schedule a meeting?
But my
bring you in?
No, she'll just talk to me on the phone about it sometime.
Oh, okay. That's weird. It doesn't really add up.
John Ryan, if you're talking about Will, it's been so long I don't remember when Will showed up in the LCU, as we'll call it from now on. I cannot remember it. I'd have to go look at stuff to figure it out.
Yeah, well, that's the way it works.
That's just the way it is.
Especially with coronavirus, that's the way it.
That's just the way it is.
Happens all the time. That's the way it happens all the time. Either that, or she might talk to me about it the next time she comes here. If I'm home, then she comes here. I don't know. Don't know how it happens.
That's crazy. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Now it's fucked up anyway.
Yeah.
Now, she didn't even know the reason that I was still in class.
Oh, she didn't?
No.
How do you know she didn't know?
Because I told her.
What's the reason you're still in class?
I got upset the other day when I talked to her on the phone. I told her, well, because I had that job lined up, but class was going to be in the way of it. And I told her, I said, the only reason that they had me in class because they want to see me in a face-to-face relationship.
I think it's because you keep failing it because you're a registered sex
They want to see me in a face-to-face relationship.
What?
I told her, I said, that's the only reason that they still have me in class. And I told her, I said, that's exactly what Sean told me the other day. And I said, that's exactly what Jean told me a few years ago.
What?
She said, that's what she said. That's the same thing that she said right there. What? She was going to talk to Sean about it.
Did she say what? No way.
That's what she said. She said, what?
Yeah. So she said what, and that's it?
Yeah.
So
I told her, I said, yeah. And I said, yeah. And I said, Sean just said it the other day. And I said, it's the exact same thing that Jean said a few years ago. I said, that's why Jean would never sign me off.
I mean, dude.
She wanted to see me in a...
If you need a girlfriend to get out of sex offender class, you go find yourself a girlfriend.
You would probably be trying to aim for anyone you could instead of the furthest people away. But yeah, I mean, as we found out later on, what they actually told him was face-to-face relationships is in going out and talking to the general public, not a girlfriend. But he's so stupid he heard relationship.
Right. From what I remember, it was more like you should be talking to real people, not people on the computer.
Yeah.
And that wasn't like a requirement to get out of class. They were just recommending, like, how about you stop talking to people that you don't know?
Yeah.
And sending them dick pics. You should go meet people at the bowling alley or playing bingo, and he didn't want to do it.
Well, I think him talking to people definitely got him in class because, obviously they can't verify the ages of anyone. So him sending nudes could be potentially bad for them.
Well, they should have thought about that.
Oh, no, definitely, but, he's just an absolute idiot. But here's the thing, I think he can't even do that because I feel he is very off-putting.
We've heard him interact with the public. He is not a charmer.
So it's not like he's going to actually make friends if he did those things.
And he's already said before, he doesn't want to mention to a real person about the charge. I feel like mentioning that just because everyone he's ever dated already, like, contacted him.
Knows.
Because from having previous knowledge about it.
Yeah. That's kind of, I think, why he liked those phone relationships, because he didn't have to explain it to someone that didn't know,
Mm-hmm.
The charge. My charge. When I was incarcerated.
Yeah. Makes it sound better.
Yeah, he really likes churching it up.
She wanted to see me in a face-to-face relationship.
So did she call them?
I don't know. I don't know if she's talked to him yet or not.
Wouldn't she need to do that as a part of her job?
Yeah, it's part of her job. I mean, it's not like she was going to get off the phone with me and call him right away.
So she never brought that up to you after the fact?
No, yeah, it's only been a few days.
Oh.
So she'll talk to me about it.
Oh, okay.
She'll talk to him. She'll talk to him at some point. And
All right.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
So it's fucked up.
Well, hopefully it all gets sorted out, Lauren. That's some bullshit.
No kidding. It's fucking screwing around with my life a lot.
Who, your PO?
The class.
Oh, your class? Why is that screwing up your life a lot?
Because I don't have to take a lie detector test when I'm not in the class.
You don't have to take a lie detector if you're not in the class.
Right.
Okay. Mackerel. So
if I would have already been out. If I would have already been out of the class, I never would have gone back to prison.
how so? Because you wouldn't have to take
Because
the
I
lie
never would have
detector.
been. I wouldn't have been in the class with Dwayne.
He just
If
doesn't
Gene would have signed me off.
understand anything that's going on.
He doesn't. They're like, listen, Lauren, you should probably like apply yourself and get through this. Well, when do I get out of here? Oh, okay, yeah. He's misconstrued everything they said.
Yeah.
Outdoor Loser donated and said, do you think it's possible that Lauren has his Pekka pouch on and is slow dancing with a pillow right now?
It's possible. I doubt it. I bet he still has the pecker pouch though.
Oh yeah, he's saving that Pekka
He's-
pouch for somebody else.
He's kept dildos that people have sent him in the mail.
Yeah,
He's not throwing away that pecker pouch.
I don't know why you would do that.
Why do you send him a dildo? I don't know.
I don't either. Yeah. Or why he would keep it.
I don't know why he would keep it.
You think he really thought they wanted him in a face-to-face relationship, or was he trying to manipulate them together?
No, sorry, they didn't care. It didn't affect his like getting off probation, whether he was in a face-to-face relationship or not. They just wanted him to stop talking to people on the internet, and he took that as, I need to get a face-to-face relationship to get out of class or off probation.
Yeah. He just heard relationship, and I think he thought he meant romantic instead of.
Yeah, they were like, you need to go make friends and
He's like,
stop talking to.
I gotta get a wife. Well, I was looking to try and play Lauren singing "Dancing in the Moonlight." I was gonna use it with that donation and say that's probably what he was listening to while they
I
were
mean,
dancing.
by the look of his newest picture, I don't think he's having a very good time right now.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Ninja says, random question, if Jamie or Casey would have visited the trailer and wanted to leave, do you think Lauren would have let them leave or keep making excuses for them to stay?
He would try and guilt them into it, but I don't think he'd be
I don't
pushy.
think. Yeah, I don't think so.
Why don't you want to stay here? Like he'd do one of those, right?
Yeah,
But she'd just be like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
he would be like a sourpuss baby boy.
Yes.
Do I have a day for emails part 2? I gotta get with Patty and figure it out.
Patrick, the man.
Someone should edit the bed name tags pic to say Marble Boy. Oh, can we get that as like a thumbnail next time?
Yeah, it could be the intros for something.
That'd be a fucking adorable.
I'll fuck around with it tonight.
All women love when a guy. Exactly.
Closet.
Can you imagine that? Fucking just pulling out a dildo from like
Hey.
like why do you have that one?
Hey, check this out. Why is it the size of my arm?
Oh god, yeah, I was thinking of just like the one he was sent in the mail, but Lamondre.
Yeah, he's got Lamondre stuff. Yeah, you want
Good
me to put
lord.
that inside of you?
That's like a whole woman's torso.
I'm gonna. Yeah. He would try and put it all in somebody, guaranteed.
I mean, to think someone has that dildo for like sexual reasons, right? Or was that like a gag gift from Spence's Gifts that Lauren likes?
That's a.
Because I mean, someone has to own it, right? Besides Lauren.
I would assume someone else owns it
Yeesh.
outside of Lauren. I'm not sure the answer on that one, so I'm gonna leave it there. But you know, it's why does he have that fucking thing? It's the size of his arm.
I can guess who has a dildo that size. Whom?
If Gene would have signed me off after I finished the book, I finished the book like
Yes.
years ago. Then I would get in the class with Dwayne. I had to start some other type of book all over again. Some new thing because it was a separate company.
Right.
Sigmund really knows how to
Now they
impress a
brought me
lady.
back.
Yeah, you get a Lamondre and a fart in a jar, and you're set.
making babies,
And now they brought me back to the same company that I was with before, where I had Jean, where I finished the book.
Yeah.
But Jean would never sign me off because she wanted to see me in a face-to-face relationship.
That seems like a weird requirement.
Yeah, it's been a weird requirement.
So once
fucked up.
not a
So once you're
requirement.
done with the class, you're off of the lie detectors, and then weren't you doing like P-tests or something?
Yeah, I'm done with those.
Oh, you don't do those anymore? That's good.
Yeah, no, thank God I don't have to do them anymore. Jeez, that was a pain in the ass.
Right. So then the only inconvenience left in your life is these lie detectors.
Yeah, there's lie detectors in the class, and
So once you pass the class, you're good then.
Might as well get on
yeah,
it.
once I pass the class, I can put a motion into the court to get
And
off
stop lying
probation.
on
Wait, what?
Lie detectors?
polygraph tests.
That's a hard thing to do. That you shouldn't have to require that.
Well,
for
I mean, I wish I just didn't put him in that goddamn yellow room.
Well,
They're
your
setting
eyes
him up
fall
to
asleep.
fail.
Yeah, your eyes like instantly fall asleep and then boom, test failed.
It's like when, you know, a cop hangs outside of a bar to catch you. It's like, that's not fair.
This is entrapment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand it, but this is how his brain works, man. Just my life would be so much better if I just didn't have to take polygraph tests anymore and
I
get out
mean-
of this class. I'd be set.
You shouldn't have tried to have sex with kids then if you don't want that to happen.
Let's say that's real. Let's say that him saying that is real, right? So what changes after he's out of class?
What do you mean?
He's saying like his life's gonna be so much better now that when he's not in class and doesn't have to do a lie detector.
Right, because
test.
he's still on probation even if he's out of class. He can't go anywhere.
Right.
Like, the
Well,
restrictions are still there.
Even if he didn't have restrictions,
Okay.
how does his life change?
I get in his
He's
head
still-
he can travel to his girlfriends.
He's still in debt, massively in debt. He still lives in a shack that
He can
I
drink
think may
alcohol?
fall apart this winter. I mean, Jesus.
I do sometimes
Oh,
check
yeah, he
the
can
weather
drink,
in
I guess.
Cornville just to see.
I guess he could drink. That's the one positive.
Yeah,
going
he
his
can
way.
drink and forget.
I don't know if he's forgetting, but he's definitely getting drunk. I'm still getting past being my drunk. H donated and said, "First off, I want you." So he received panties over the mail and then wore them, and he's homophobic.
Yeah, and put a dildo in his mouth.
Well, there is that part, but he doesn't like to talk about.
I mean,
that.
he's literally a cocksucker.
He's the out of all the people that were called cocksucker, he was the only one.
Once I'm done with the class, I can put a motion into the court to get off probation.
Why would you
Just
think
that
that would
easy.
happen?
Just so easy.
No offense, Lauren.
Because I've done everything that I need to do.
Right, but
And
you're
they don't want to keep me on
lifetime.
Yeah, but they don't want to keep you on probation for life. And if you're doing everything right, and all that's happening there is taxpayers are wasting money paying for somebody that doesn't need to be on probation.
Right, because you're doing everything right. By the sounds
Yeah.
of it.
Fucking good guy, Will.
Yeah.
DSPHC donated and said, "Blue boy, fly Eagles fly or Bills
Ugh,
Mafia."
fuck them both.
Heard it here, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck them both. Just have it flashing on the screen right now. Fuck them both.
I'm a Jets fan. I don't like the Bills.
Thank you.
Just I need a job again. I'm fucking tired of not having a job now.
Oh, you don't have a job
Oh, okay, Shane, it's good to know.
still? I thought you got one.
No, I did, but class got in the way.
Oh, Jesus.
So they decided to just keep the guy that they had before.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to get this other job here, and Jamie's been on my ass about getting a job, and it's like, well, I am trying. I just weren't trying very hard. But now
Right.
I
it's
wasn't
like
trying very hard.
the more I think about it now, the more I listen to Jamie. It's like, I want a job again. I need to get a job again so I can, because I need to get something set up good so I can support her.
Listen, I didn't care of having a job, but once Jamie said I needed a job, I thought, you know what, I should probably not be unemployed anymore.
Can you replay that one more time?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he repeats himself a ton, but let's hear it back.
So now I'm trying to get this other job here, and Jamie's been on my ass about getting a job, and it's like, well, I am trying. I just weren't trying very hard. But now it's like the more I think about it now, the more I listen to Jamie. It's like, you know, I want a job again. I need to get a job again so I can.
Just like how that wasn't his number one priority ever.
The fact that he didn't want to have money to feed him or his dogs.
Right. When I started thinking about it, think what Jamie was saying.
You know, I was pretty fine with not having any money, but then I thought to myself, Jamie wants me to have money, so I probably should get some. Well, you know, his mom learned how to live without money, so he did too.
She grew up in the Great Depression.
She knows what happened in the Great Depression, and she learned from that.
Whoa, Mike Pence.
Whoa. Good golly.
Whoa.
I need to get something set up good so I can support her.
Right. Yeah. Well, you
So I
want
can
to
support her in.
right?
Yes.
Support her and
Well, that's good. That's a good
I
goal.
do have a Zach Wilson shirt for the memes, though.
I really want to be so perfect.
well, you gotta have the memes, right? Q and not you.
Okay.
They said Packer fan here. Sorry about A Rod. Next year you will do wonderful things.
No, we won't. That's the curse of the Jets.
A Rod.
I've accepted this reality.
Thank you so much.
I really want to be so perfect for her, Wilton.
No one's perfect, Lauren.
I know, but I know we butt heads on things, and it's just things that I'm not used to, and sometimes my insecurity gets in the way, and
Right.
that sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. She was telling me about the new thing she was doing today. She said she bumped the price up, but no one was really buying. I guess one person came through twice or something. She said. Did she tell you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a
But
weird name.
It was my idea, and to bump the price up because I think she's worth more.
Right.
No.
She you know, I have a hunch of who it is. Just the screen name is really weird, you know.
What's the screen name?
Stacked and jacked, bro.
Oh, great. Gee, I wonder who that is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But apparently, when she bumped the price up, he went through twice. So. I thought I'd bring that to your attention.
Yeah, she didn't tell me what the screen name was.
Maybe she needs to get around to it.
But maybe she knew I'd be upset about it.
Mike
Yeah,
H donated.
well, maybe he's just supporting her or something.
Shut up, Will. Mike H donated. Thank you so much.
Thank
Didn't
you,
say
sir.
anything, but appreciate it. Do you think Will's about to end it?
Nah.
She said something about cams would come on.
You're breaking up, Lauren.
She said something about their cams were on too.
Yeah, it's like a meet and greet type deal, I'd assume.
And I don't know. She was talking about one guy having a heart on, another guy showing his dick.
She's a porn
Oh,
star.
Like, what the fuck?
She's showing her
Like,
tits.
why she gotta have their cams on? Their
Maybe.
cams don't need to be
Clear
on.
to see if it's working.
Well, I mean, what does it matter?
Duh.
Because that's why she has her cam on, so that she can make money. She can decline their cams. Why she need to have their cams on?
You're saying that she's deciding to have them on.
She's
Maybe they're
charging,
just
what,
on.
She was
$3.99?
charging $3.99 and then changed it to $6.66 for Lauren, and that was fine. But then Lauren said that it had to be like $100.
Lauren wanted it to be $100, and then as the call went on, he slowly trickled it down to be $15.
$15 was his end price of how much more she needed to make, which was like nothing. $8.
Again, it's like, let's just say she does decide to have them on. What does it matter in the grand scheme of things?
Because they're showing their dicks. Well, what's
She gets them shoved in her face for her job. I mean, that. Don't tell Jamie I said that's disrespectful.
It sucks.
You're right. No, you're right. I mean, why are they showing their dicks on cam? You're right, man.
Yeah, why are they showing their dicks?
It's fucked up.
We'll just change his mind and agrees. You know what? Yeah, you're right. Fuck him.
Yeah.
You gonna cry, Lou?
What? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just don't see the reason.
Yeah, I don't either. Now that you told me it, I don't understand.
She's trying to make moves to do it. And they pull
She
their
what?
fucking dicks out.
You're cutting out a lot, Horn.
I mean, what's better, your girlfriend doing that or being the anal gangbang queen of the OC? You think he would prefer her to be doing it this way?
Yeah, because every time her old profession is brought up, he's always like, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. A few streams back, he said there was a time Warren called off his first day of work because Jamie started doing porn again after a while, and he cried all night. Is there a call for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that you'll hear him, like, calling out of work crying, but...
Yeah, you won't hear him call his
right,
boss,
you can
but
definitely
he does
hear
say
the
it.
incident in the Texas. I just don't know when it happened. Because there's 2 times he cried out of work, I guess. There was one where she went and did... No, maybe it's just she went and did the porn with Rod. Or she was going to try and fuck Will. There was 2, I think. But he cried and called out of work. I can't remember when. When I find it, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yep.
But $100.
Hold on.
But I mean, paying $100 to see a porn star's tits that you can go see for free
No.
on the internet.
No, I'd even be questioning $5.
I was gonna say $5 is pretty steep for that.
You want to read this one? Oh no, I guess I should.
Yeah.
Because Anson, thank you, donated, said people go to church when the trailers are for sale. People go to church when it's church time. I don't remember how the church song goes anymore.
Me neither.
People
Showing
go to
people-
church.
I don't think so, AJ. I don't think so. How do you know she's only showing them to you? She could be sending those pictures out to just everyone.
No, they're getting on cam together.
Oh, that's right.
Because he was complaining about them having their cams on. This is a personal experience.
Well then, yeah, okay. Well then, that's why the camera's got to be on.
Yeah. And well, why do their cams have to be on? That's the question. You can have your cam on and you can show your tits. Also, I don't know if anyone caught it the first part of this call, but he also says that she doesn't need to show her face. That she could just have the camera like right on her tits. Something like that.
Fine. You are right.
All right. Can you hear me better now?
Oh yeah.
I said she's doing that to make money, and they're pulling their dicks out and to show her.
Yeah. I don't make the rules here, Shins. Lauren
I
does.
don't see the reason why they need to be doing that.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, that's weird.
I wonder why they're doing that.
Will seems real genuine in this one.
It's like I've heard of women doing sex shows before,
Okay.
and guys would try to
Cool.
invite them to
Oh.
view their cam, and the women would decline them
Okay. He's heard about that before.
because they were trying to
Okay.
because they were trying to do sex shows and shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Where's he hearing about this?
Personal experience.
It's on the news?
He tried to interrupt a sex cam show and they ignored him because they're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, people, they ignore him.
I don't know. Whatever.
When was that?
Let's go back. I'll play it again, but it's not going to make any more sense.
Invite them to.
Oh, hold on. We'll get the whole pitch in.
I mean,
Heard
Lauren should
of-
have been charging Kayla for up the ass every time he was sending those dicks out to her.
I'm worth more than $50.
Just so Kayla gets a bill in the mail for like $1,200.
Why the hell do you have a lot of calls going to Cornville, Maine?
I've heard of women doing sex shows before,
Okay.
and guys would try to invite them to view their cam, and the women would decline them
news channels in Maine are crazy.
Where did he find out that
The
information?
news, man.
The only logical conclusion is Lauren tried to bug someone while they were doing a sex show.
Well, he's making it up. But
Uh,
I bet if you asked him, he's gonna say the news.
but wait, what does that have to do with the conversation they're having?
Well, because one woman, you know, if she's able to deny the camera, so Jamie should be able to do it.
Right, but those are sex shows. This is a Q&A where she flashes people. It's a completely different thing.
They were trying to
Okay.
they were trying to do sex shows and shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, whatever.
When was that?
Oh, it was years ago.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
Was it you, Lauren? You can be honest. Did you try and get in when
No.
they were doing a sex show and they
You
declined your
fucking
cam?
did.
No, 'cause I've never watched any sex shows.
Will had the same thought.
I mean, if you have, it's cool. I don't care.
No, I don't get into them.
It's not one's
Okay.
cup of tea.
You what?
Lauren, this is a lot for me.
This is Jamie supposed to answer these questions with the robot?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I hate to cut you off, but I need to dunk my head. This is too much.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you hearing me out, and I think that I really hope things work out with you too.
I gotta dunk my head. I gotta get
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I got a jet.
All right, bud.
You got real
Alright,
baby
well-
boy right there.
All right, nice
Hope your night
talking
goes
to me.
better.
Alright guys, that is finally the end of that call. We made it. Will really turned it around in the back quarter there. So, Lauren came up with an idea and then immediately regretted it, and then Will had to talk him off the ledge. Right?
Wow.
What a roller coaster of emotion. Well, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will finally hear the Christmas tree story in live action.
Ooh.
Live action and come out and
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. It's
That's
gonna happen.
It's a good call.
Again, and don't say anything. We're not ruining this. You will hear 2 of the dumbest things he's ever said. Top 5, both of them. My opinion.
We're gonna hear it during that stream. How long is that call?
It might be the next week, but I just want to keep hyping it up because it's so fucking
I
stupid.
mean, yeah.
Is this the final episode in the arc? No, oh no, of course not.
Like in all of Lornography.
Thanks, Zach. No, we're gonna try and keep these doors open a little longer.
Yeah. We're gonna milk this for all it's worth.
Well, I want to make sure that people are still listening to articles.
Yeah.
Straighten it out.
But yeah, he says to really, I would say both things might be the dumbest things he's ever said.
One of them is it's astronomically stupid.
And when the call happened live, I don't remember that part, but hearing him say it is
I found this and was like
trying not
showing
to
it.
spoil it.
Yeah, I was showing it to Blue Boy, and I'm like, just wait. And but he kept going. When is he gonna say it? I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you. And then
Yeah.
it happened. He was like, hold on a minute. John Ryan, it's the holidays, so I am very busy in my real life at the moment, so I have not worked on calls, but it'll happen. Don't worry. I'll catch up at some point in time. We will get some. Oh, Christmas. Oh, Christmas. Something like that. I don't know. What the fuck am I doing here? Alright, guys. That is all we've got for Sunday. Next week, the Christmas tree saga begins. Not really. It's not called a saga. It's the Christmas tree incident. 4-foot Christmas tree, I think, is what I have it titled right now.
So ridiculous.
You're right, Kim S. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with me? Zach, get your ass up here. Alright, guys. That's it from us. Blue Boy, you have anything to say before we,
You did, you do. Goodbye.
Daddle? Alright, guys. Well, thank you all who donated again. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us. See you next week. Paper Thin Wallsy. Goodbye.
the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. To get your butter spread all on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my mac and cheese. Cause when you're at KFC, you got that special sauce to stir my curiosity. Just give me a 5-piece meal, oh what a deal. A big old box, it's all for me. You know I'll take coleslaw on the side. I could tell you wanted to try the potato wedges. Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Get your honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it mixes with my chicken wings. Get none of that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes on my chicken wings. Take us out, Moose.
Taste the biscuit.